Oh, hello. Hope you're doing well. My name is Pat, and this is the Creative Catch-Up, where I make stuff and I talk about making stuff. Last week's episode was a little bit on the serious side, so I thought this week's episode could be nice and easy breezy, nice little vibe sesh. I had a pretty busy week, especially filled with a lot of creative stuff, so I thought it'd be cool to go through a week in my life and talk about the creative highs, the creative lows, and what I'm looking forward to next. Alright? Sound cool? I hope so, because that's what the video is. So the week started on Sunday with a nice little hike. It was the first hike of the season for me and my girlfriend. We love to hike as often as we can, but it's been a long time since it has been nice enough to go out and do it. We caught a nice warm day on Sunday, so we had to make sure that we got a hike in to capitalize. And yeah, it was great. It was awesome. I love to hike. I love getting out there. It's one of my favorite ways to exercise, that and swimming. I just love getting out there, getting the sun on my skin, feeling nice, feeling good, being out there in nature, being out there in the world, seeing all the people coming in and out, doing their own hikes, doing their own thing. It was really cool. We went on a little path type of thing. It wasn't a typical hike. Nice sort of easy way into the beginning of the hiking season. Just a nice little warm-up. Yeah, it was cool. We got to meditate outside, which is something that I try to take every opportunity I can to do. I don't do it as often as I want to, but man, it was great. It was great to be out there. Really feel, you really feel connected to the ground. I love being a part of the ground. So that was really nice. Really good way to start off my week. Had me feeling really optimistic about it. And yeah, we kept the vibes going. The next day, Monday, after I got home from work, I have like a 9 to 5 office type job. But I got home and I had the place to myself, so just hung out, watched some YouTube videos, did a little art. I've kind of made a little bit of a switch lately, at least with the art I've been doing. I typically used to do these really doodly type of illustrations. I love doing them, still love doing them, but the past couple weeks I've found myself doing more graphic designy type stuff, some poster designs, I guess you could call them. I don't know what caused the switch to happen, but I just decided to do it one day. I had an idea that I thought would look better as a graphic design sort of poster rather than an illustration. And man, I just love doing it. I love doing it. I use Procreate to do my graphic design stuff. I know it's not the ideal software for that type of thing. I know most people usually use an Illustrator or a Photoshop, but I'm simply not balling like that to afford the Adobe Creative Suite right now. There's some serious coinage. So I had Procreate, and yeah, I'm sure there's some limitations with it, but I really liked what I made. I don't know. I think that it cleans up nice. It looks pretty good. I'm really excited about it. I'm thinking about doing more graphic design stuff in the future, maybe putting some posters on the site, so keep an eye out for those pretty soon. And yeah, I'm kind of not totally sure how it kind of meshes with the illustrative sort of doodly type stuff that I'm usually doing. I've been putting it on the same Instagram. I thought about maybe switching it and making a new Instagram for more graphic design type of stuff, but I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I want to keep things as simple as possible. I tend to not do that. I tend to make it kind of the hardest it could possibly be. So I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? But then I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's a lot easier to do it this way where everything's on one. I do think that while they're very different as far as, styles go, I think vibe-wise they kind of mesh pretty well. I don't know, I feel like I'm still able to keep some of the colorful type of vibes that I have in my illustrations into my poster designs and stuff. So I don't know, you tell me, have you ever had that happen where you started doing one thing and all of a sudden you kind of pivoted to another type of thing that's like sort of similar but not quite, and you're not totally sure how to make the two mesh? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. So yeah, I did some of that type of stuff. I enjoyed what I made. It looked pretty cool. It turns out I love Taco Bell. Who knew? I have a lot of Taco Bell centric stuff. But yeah, so the next day, Tuesday, I was actually able to go out to Asbury Park and go to Over the Moon Art Studios for their weekly art club on Tuesdays that they have. And man, if you're in that area ever and you're looking to do some art with some people, head on over there to Over the Moon Art Studios. They are simply the best. They've been so kind to me. They're so nice and supportive, and they just love creative people. They love helping them out however they can. And the weekly art club is just exactly what it says. You know, you just go there, you bring your own stuff that you're working on, and you work on your own individual stuff alongside other people who are doing the same thing. And it's just such a good, I don't know, it's so much nicer, even though we're all working on our own stuff, being out there with other people and feeling like everyone's working on their own thing, but we're doing it, I don't know, there's a sense of community to it, even though everyone's doing their own individual stuff, that is just unmatched. You know, it's really nice to go out there. I'm usually at my desk doing it after, you know, late at night on my own, and being able to do it alongside other people is great. And Over the Moon Art Studios were one of the first people to put me on a vendor market, and they were really nice. They gave me a chance, and they're a big part of why I fell in love with it. One of the shows that they did was just the best and really made me want to pursue doing this a lot harder than I was before. So, huge shout out to them. It was really nice to go there. I was able to talk to them a little bit. We got a little something cooking up. Not something I can talk about too much quite yet. We still got some things to work out, but I'm working on something alongside them, and I'm really excited to hopefully talk about it in the next couple weeks or so. We'll see. But yeah, that was Tuesday. It was really fun. Next day, Wednesday, I just had a nice night in with GF. Made some freaking bomb salmon, if I do say so myself. I'm not usually one to honk my own horn when it comes to the chef game, but man, beep, baby. I had some leftover walnuts and pumpkin seeds from like a salad thing that I did. And so I like chopped them up and I made like a walnut and pumpkin seed crusted salmon with some of the Trader Joe's Cruciferous Crunch and some rice. Ooh, baby, that's the stuff. That was good as hell. I felt like a real, I felt, we were watching The Bear. I felt like the freaking bear doing that. So yeah, that was nice. We watched some really, really stupid reality TV. I don't know, I feel like sometimes the best way to sort of just vibe out, just sort of get calm, sort of silence all of the thoughts that I have running around in my head, is to just watch the absolute dumbest possible thing. And we decided to check out the Deal or No Deal Island, which, if you didn't think that was stupid, I can vouch for you. It's really stupid. It's so dumb. I'm not even sure like if we're gonna keep watching it, but I don't know. Something about just some trash, some good old trash. We love that slop, that reality TV garbo. Just nothing like it, man. It was great. Really nice way to sort of decompress, because I had a pretty busy week. You know, I had the art club the day before, and then the next day, on Thursday, I actually had an art gallery thing. I'd never been a part of something like that before. I never really had my art hanging up in a gallery, but I was told by one of my friends that it was happening, so I signed up for it, and they, accepted my piece or whatever. And it was really cool. It was at a brewery called Icarus Brewing. It was really, I don't know, there was a lot of people there, a lot of artists. It was really some really awesome stuff. There was a really cool portrait of Anthony Bourdain that I liked a lot. There was a whole ton of stuff, and it was just super cool. I never really been in an art gallery before, so I was a little, didn't know the ropes. I didn't know you're like supposed to, I don't know, like sell it there. I thought you'd just kind of go like, hey, here it is. All right, cool, bye. So it was cool to get to sell one of my pieces. I didn't think that I would do that, but yeah, I sold it pretty quickly after I got there. It was really nice. The guy that bought it was super cool. Never got to do a gallery before, so it was a really cool thing, a little notch under my belt to do. And hey, huge shout out to the guy that came just because I posted about it. Like he's like a friend of a friend, really cool guy. Shout out to him. He was awesome. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. It was really cool to get to talk to you. But yeah, that was just an amazing experience. And that brings us to Friday. I just had a nice, after work, I got a nice couple of beers with my cousin, and we got to have a really nice talk. Some highs and lows in the talk, but he gave me some really good advice as far as the business side of the art business that I've been doing. And yeah, it's some stuff that I know that I'm not very good at yet, and I think sometimes it can be hard to confront the fact that you're not very good at some stuff that you want to be good at. And I was maybe a little bit hesitant at first to take his advice, but at the end of the day, it was nice to get to talk to him. It was really nice to get another person's perspective, especially like an outsider's perspective, as to what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. And so I'm really hoping to work on the things that I wasn't doing as good and get better at it, because that's what it's all about, baby. It's all about getting better. It's all about getting less bad. That's why we do it. We can't be the best, but we could be pretty okay. Branding, hello. So yeah, that actually just brings us to today, Saturday, when I'm recording this. Yeah, we already had a nice little day. We got some coffee. We went out to we went out to this plant shop that was really cool, and super awesome vibe in there. It was also it was really cold out, so being able to go in and it just be a nice little toasty little greenhouse type of thing. It was such a cool vibe in there, and we actually we got a little plant. We're little plant parents now, and I've been a plant parent before, and I killed all of them, so I feel good about this one. I feel like we're a team, we're a unit, so we'll be able to take care of it together. Seeing all those plants, getting those greeny type of vibes, caused me to work on I was working on a poster, and just had a really cool little, I don't know, I was just feeling really leafy today, really green, really like plant focused, and that sort of bled into what I was making today. So I just think it's really cool how you can go out there and just sort of take in these different experiences of life, and it can just, you don't even know about it, but it's like impacting how you make stuff and what you make. And I don't know, it's just so cool to be a part of this. It's just so cool to keep trying and looking back and seeing how far I've come, and looking forward and seeing how far I have to go. This week I'm going to be placing a big order for a big show that I have coming up, and yeah, that's definitely a little stressful. I'm not used to having to drop like hundreds of dollars on stuff, so I'm a little nervous, but at the same time I do feel really good about it. I feel really excited about it. I think I got some cool stuff coming up. I got definitely some posters to look out for. PrettyOkPat.com, shameless little plug there. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be a part of it, man. We're all out here, we're all trying, and it's just cool to actually see. I feel like I've been in a good little rhythm lately. I really enjoy making these videos. I feel like the videos have been a huge part of why I've been able to get into this rhythm and be able to, I don't know, do some stuff that I know that I was supposed to be doing this whole time. But I don't know, something about making the videos is really getting me to actually do this stuff. So I'm just so appreciative. Anyone that made it here, thank you so much. It's like crazy that people watch this at all. And I really want to know, like, what have you been doing? What have you been making? What sort of obstacles have you been facing this week as far as creative stuff? Let me know. I want to talk about it. I really want to make connections. I'm really thankful again to anyone that made it this far. And yeah, and so I think that's going to be it for this one. Until next time, go out there and freaking make something. All right? Have a good one. Bye.